Hmm. Hello everyone, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is today is 10th of June and we are now in pre-New York session over here. Alright, so let's get started. So GBPJPY, let's see here. Alright, so this is 4 hour in GBPJPY. So today the market just went down, all the way down, and entered this zone over here, below this zone, and now this 4 hour candle just retested that zone also and rejecting that area. So now my anticipation for GBPJPY is that it should fall down to this level over here, and let's see if we get any opportunities. And with the trend lines, I am seeing this pattern making here in trend lines. So we were moving right here in these zones of trend lines over here. Then yesterday GBPJPY just broke this trend line. Sorry, today GBPJPY just broke this trend line and the lower trend line over here. This is the final trend line at this point, and now it's kind of consolidating right now, maybe grabbing some volume to push down. So my bias in GBPJPY is only sells, because I think that GBPJPY should be falling now, as this 4-hour candle can reverse all the way down and starts to go down and finally reach to this level. Because look at here, whenever candles were here, like this point here, rejection is there and it's moved straight down to this level. So that's what I want to see here. So my bias is sells in GBPJPY, as the daily candle is also coming down. It is crossing below this support from the left, so I think GBPJPY will be falling here. And yeah, that's the analysis here for today. Hello Ahmed, how to trading view candle size increase? Hey Abhishek, how are you? I'm doing good. Trading view candle size increase, I think you just need to uh, just tap in this zoom button over here, and this will increase your, and just take this and drag this up, and this will increase your candle size over here. So that's how you can increase your candle size. Alright, so in GBPJPY, a good move happened today in GBPJPY. So but I was not at the market at that time, so missed this trade. Otherwise I would have just took this trade over here, because I was waiting for this move since yesterday. GBPJPY just crossed below, but I did took a trade over this point over here. As yesterday it went around 6-7 pips down, and then I closed everything at break even, because we were why my PC is hanging over here. Alright, so because GBPJPY was moving down from this point, so I was expecting some retracement, and it did the same. So I was ready for the retracement when I took this trade over here, and it did the same. It just retraced all the way back, but after that the session time was over, high volume time was over. So I just did not took the trade here. So when I saw the market today, GJ just break down, candle closed below, this candle closed bearish but didn't broke the low. So when this candle broke the low over here, there was a good opportunity to take sells, and I think GJ will be going down if this current 30-minute candle will be breaking the low of the previous 30-minute candle. So that's the idea, I think, here. And any other options there, bro? Settings? No, I don't think that there is any settings, because if there is any, I don't know about that. I just do this thing when I want to zoom the chart. Alright, so gold, let's see here. Gold, previous 4-hour candle just, closed below the zone over here, and it's now it's just rejecting that area. The previous candle also rejected this area, so I think we may have a move to upside, and then downside move can be seen here in gold. If not, then this candle can go down and the next candle can go up and then go down, but we will be seeing some sort of retracement, that's for sure. That's for sure in case of gold. So yeah, okay, let's see here GBPJPY, because I strongly believe that GBPJPY can just go down, but the question is, will this candle flips back or other 4-hour candle be coming down? Hello Saman, how are you? The big bearish candle in 30-minute GBPJPY had no week, so would you take the trade? 30-minute candle, but there is wick in 30-minute candle over here. Yeah, every candle is having wick, and if we look at the GBPJPY here, as you can see that this trend line over here, this candle, let me just show you with the arrows here. So this candle closed above this trend line, this candle closed below the trend line, this candle rejected here, and this candle is now struggling and rejecting this area. So if the current candle breaks this low, then I think that we are good to go down. So I'll be taking a trade at that point, because now I'm anticipating for the price to move down. The big one that broke, this one, but there is no buying bias, so I will not take a buy, because look at this here in the 4-hour. If you look at the 4-hour, oh my god, my computer is just hanging here. Okay, so if you look at the 4-hour here, then you can clearly see that the trend is bearish, right? Trend is bearish. This candle closed under this zone from the left, so if you want to take buy, then you should wait for a 4-hour candle to close above this area, then you can take a buy till this area over here. So yeah, so there is, okay, more left. Can you please share the chart, because if you can share a chart, then I will be, I can just see and tell you what you are talking about. So if you can send a chart, then that will be good. Just share a trading view chart with me and I'll just analyze your chart. Yeah, thank you. So now this current 15-minute candle is rejecting the area over here, and I think that we can have a, so 1-hour candle is having 20 minutes left right now to close. 4-hour candle, 30-minute candle, 30-minute candle is kind of closed above this area, So I want this 30-minute candle, current 30-minute candle, to respect the previous candle's high and break the low to execute a sell trade. Because look at the daily here. Daily candle is also coming down, and it looks like that it retraces back up, and it will fill its own wick to go more down, and finally it will reach to this level 153.842. So yeah, that's the idea here in GJ. And yeah, in GJ we are already in a sell trend, so that make more sense here to execute sells. Let's see here if we have a clean area. Look, if this candle breaks the low, I am planning to execute a sell, right? But I know that I'll be having less range, so this will be a pre-entry here. I am taking this entry early. So if I just draw another trend line, then let's see if there is something we can do to protect. And it looks like that this candle is rejecting this trend line from here, and if the current candle breaks the low, then there's a very high chance that this might go down. But if the current candle breaks the high, then there is a very high chance that it will be going up to test this area further, and it can reverse back from there. So we'll be very careful about this trade. And 15-minute candle is about to close in 1 minute, so it looks like it's going up right now. Previous candle rejected this area, closed bullish. This candle filling the previous candle's wick and moving up. Alright, so let's see here. Gold. Okay, in gold I think good sells will be below this area, and buys can be above this area over here. So right now we are in a no trade zone. So this is our no trade zone, and buys above this area. And sells below this area. So let's give gold some room to just decide where it wants to go or not. Okay, so 15-minute GBPJPY candle just closed like no wick on the top, and if you look at the 30 minutes, then 30 minutes is reversing back. So now the thing is, if now this 30-minute candle reverses back down and break this low over here, then there's a very high chance now. The chances have increased already that if this current candle breaks the low of the previous 30-minute candle, then the chances have increased that this current candle will be going down. But if this current candle breaks the high here, then chances have increased now that this is a liquidity wick, and if this breaks the high, then this can go up also. But I want this candle to break the low and move further down. Well, let's see how this candle will be going, because right now it's exactly at the trend line. So it might reject this area and starts to go down. Okay, gold is coming down here. If you look at the 15 minutes here in gold, then I think gold can move down if it crosses below this area. Stops can be, the thing is, stops are big. 18 pips. 18 pips is a pretty big stop loss here. This candle closed bearish, and if this candle breaks this low over here, then what if I will take sell? 14 pips of stop, 13.5, and further down. Okay, rejecting this trend line at this point. Well, I'll wait for a break below this area to execute sells. I won't be executing any trades like just like that in gold. Okay, so GBPJPY is rejecting this area in the 30-minute candle here. Hello Nishal, how are you? Even though this candle will be just coming down, but still. The previous two candles has rejected this area. So this current candle can also reject the area. So don't want to take any chance here. So this current 30-minute candle in GJ is having 10 minutes left here, and we really don't know where it will be going. So yeah. GJ, are you selling? No, I am not in a trade right now. But yes, if current candle in GBPJPY 30-minute current candle breaks the low of the previous 30-minute candle, then I'm gonna sell GJ, because I think GBPJPY will be going down. It has made some movements today already, so let's see in gold. Gold also came straight down today. Okay, this candle is now moving in gold. If we just buy GJ here, then this is around 12, 13, 14 pips of range. And the thing is, this was the resistance. Candle closed above, this next candle closed bearish above this resistance, which became support. Now this candle rejecting this area, this support over here, and we have 7 minutes left. And if this candle breaks the high, then there is a very high chance that GBPJPY will be moving up. But the thing is, bias is sell, GJ is moving down, so we don't know whether it will reject this area here or this area here. So that might be a really risky trade. Let's see here to the left. Okay, in the left we do have a clean range. So yes, let's just wait for some volume to come in the market and see what will happen. So if I take a trade at this point, then my stops will be around 9.3 pips or 8.8, yeah, around 9 pips. Stops will be around 9 pips, and I'll be having clean range till I think 6-7 pips. So at that point I can also manage my risk as well. Let's see here in the 1 hour. Okay, that means that the 1 hour will be creating a lower wick and will be moving up. But the thing is, 1 hour candle is having just 6 minutes left. So I think let's just wait for 6 more minutes here, and after that we will see where the market will be moving. Don't you think range is small for buy on GJ? Yes, that's why that's the main reason I was just counting this pips over here. So I'll be having this clean range till 7.47, let's say 7 pips, and if my trade goes into profit in 7 pips, then I know that it can reverse back, right? So if at that point it will start to reverse back, then I can close everything on break even, because I know the bias is sell, it will be, reversing back and go down. So that's why I can just close everything on break even. So by doing this, I have a chance to gain 10 pips or will lose nothing. But if in case this candle just breaks the high, I take a trade and starts to reverse back, then when this candle break its own open area here, it opened here, so when this can reverse back to hit its own open area, then I can close half, and when it breaks its own low, then I can close another half. So by doing this, I'll be losing only 6 pips or 5 pips out of those 8 pips. So that's how you should just measure these ranges and do the things. Gold is useless right now, nothing. Let's see here. Yeah, it's respecting the previous candle's low over here. Look, GBPJPY trying to break above in the last 4 minutes. So this is not a good idea to execute buys in the last 4 minutes, because right now it's currently at the trend line. It can break above and finally come down to close below. So at this point I was about to execute the trade, but by looking at the time, I don't think this will be a good idea, even though this will be going up. So let's just take this as a paper trade here. Let's just take this as a paper trade. So supposingly we took a trade here. Supposingly, I haven't took any trade, guys, so just don't take any trade here. And my stops is around right here, and if I calculate the range, let's say 10 pips right here. So just take a line, and so let's see now how this setup will be working, right? So let's see here. Now 2 minutes left, just 2 minutes left for this candle to close. In the last 2 minutes it may go up or reject the area. Look, it's rejecting the area in the last minutes. That's why it was really important. You know, if this candle broke that high in the in let's say in the first 15 minutes or something, then it was a good idea to execute this trade. Even though if this candle was left with around 9 or 10 minutes, then also it was a good idea to execute this trade, or even in the 7 minutes also. But when only 3 or 4 minutes left, and in the whole 27 minutes of this candle it just moved like this only, and it just doesn't move further up or somewhere, like moved in a way that it just in short it was just stuck in the last 27 minutes at in the same area. So how can we expect that it will be moving in some direction, or we will be having some movement in the last 2-3 minutes? So the chances are very less. So that's why waiting was a great option here. And look, we just got ourselves saved to hit our stop loss or to make some losses. Now the thing is, it's making a really good opportunity to sell. This is a huge rejection in 30 minutes, 47 seconds remaining. So if the next candle breaks the low, I'm gonna take a sell trade. I'm gonna take a sell trade around this level over here. Hello PS Gore, good afternoon. So this was a very delicate area at this point, and 12 seconds left here for this candle to close. And yes, in the next candle I want the candle to wake up and then break the low. But if that candle breaks the low in the first few seconds, oh, look at this, I want this candle to go up first and then go down. I'll be just get ready over here. So where will be my stop loss? My stop loss will be around above this candle, around 10-11 pips. Okay, it just did not broke the low here right now. Oh, now that's good. Now this was something I wanted. Now if this candle breaks this green line by rejecting this trend line, then I'm gonna execute a sell trade, because now you can say this is a fake out. This move here was a fake out because this candle closed here in the range. So I'll just get ready to execute sells. At any point, I have just took a sell trade at this point. At this same point I have just took a sell trade. This is my short position, kept my stops above this candle's high, and take profit is around, you can say, 10 pips here. Now I am trusting the volume and this analysis to go down, because I have this clean range to the left, and I really think that this will be a reverse back for the 4-hour candle also in GJ. So this is my trade. Let's just give a stop loss to this trade. Alright, so stops are around above that candle over here, and now I'm expecting the price to move down. Oh, look at this move over here. That's the move I'm expecting to happen. And if I look at the 4 hour, then we can clearly see the rejection here. This rejection. So in if I talk about the risk management here, then what I'm going to do is, if this current candle breaks its own high, then I'm gonna close half of the position, because now I am not expecting this candle to break its own low on high, and I am expecting this candle to go straight down. So because according to me, it has just formed a liquidity wick here, and now it can just move further down if this candle wants to go down. So yeah, that's the idea for the risk management perspective. Can we say that GJ might wick fill down when we look at 4 hour candle? Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, you can say that. That's the exact thing. You're right. This can be a wick fill here. And the thing is, look at this here. Look at this. Let me just show you this. Market was moving down, right? Came down, moved up, now it may came down again. That's the idea. Okay, so candle is now reversing back. It's kind of rejecting that area. So always just make sure that you manage your trade well, because right now I'm not expecting now this candle to break its own high. So if this breaks its own high, then I'm gonna close half. So it came down around, let's see here, 3.5 pips. It came down around 3.5 pips. This is our confirmation candle, a rejection candle. Candle went up, failed to sustain its price above this level, and closed back in the range. Formed a fake out. This candle picked up, break the low, went down, and that's it. We have this clean range to the left, we have this wick to fill, we have this fix to fill. So that's the analysis, and if this doesn't work, then probability is not there. Our analysis is absolutely correct. Now it's just a matter of waiting here. Let's see, 5 minutes. 5 minute close bearish. Yeah, looks like should be continue moving down now. If not, then we are also ready for that. Let's see if we can manage our risk in 5 minutes. This is around 154.347, and this is around, yeah, same area. Gold just came down here. This was the trade at this point. All we can do now is manage our risk. Yeah, that's true, Nishal. PS Gore is saying when close 50%. You can close 50% if the trade will be in 10 pips of profit, and if this candle just goes down to 6 7 pips in profit, and then it returns back to your break even point, at that point you can also close 50% to manage the risk. My full position is open right now, so I haven't closed anything. Are you gonna trade news today? Let's see. I haven't seen any news right now. Let's see what news is there. There is this Euro news coming up, and then USD news is there. CPI. Yeah, maybe. Yes. Let's trade news today. Okay, so now if this candle breaks its own high, I'm gonna close 50%. I have closed 50% here in 4 pips. And now my trade is running right now with the half position. As you can see, I have closed 50%. So the previous candle closed with no wick, so this 5-minute candle can reverse back and come down. So I'm gonna add the positions here when this current 5-minute candle breaks the previous 5-minute candle's low. So at this point I'm gonna add my positions back. Because now there is a high chance that this 5-minute candle will be going down, and because the previous 5-minute candle was having no wick on the top, so there was no bullish pressure on the market to go up. So there is a 50-50 chance that this current candle will be going up. So still have 4 minutes left with this candle to close. Alright, so it's coming down again. So we have around 17 minutes left here for the 30-minute candle to close, and 15-minute candle, let's see, is kind of rejecting the area. So if the current 5-minute candle breaks the previous 5-minute candle's low, I am gonna add my positions back. I think the volume is coming into the market, and at any time it can start to go down. Because now these candles have to, leave this area behind, leave this zone behind. It just cannot stay with this zone. If GJ wants to go down, it has to leave that area. And look, the 4 are also reversing back. So to leave this area, these candles has to make lower lows and lower highs. So it should be, coming down, going up, coming down, going up. So that's the case over here. And I am gonna close another half in loss if this candle, if any candle breaks this highs over here. Coach, you going to add 50% if breaks the last 5-minute candles? Yes, I will be adding, but in the next candle now. It's now just have 7 seconds, 5 seconds left. So if the next candle breaks this low over here, then I'm gonna add my position back. Or maybe at this point, this low over here or somewhere around here. But it has to go down below this low and this low over here. So somewhere around here, I'm gonna add my positions back. So 15-minute candle has closed also. Okay. So let's get ready. It's coming down with no wick on the top, so there should be selling pressure in the market. Remember this area here, it's about to cross below these wicks. Just we'll be waiting for a little bit more for GBPJPY to go down. Because if this candle breaks the low and a big bearish candle forms in the 5 minutes, then that means that GBPJPY is leaving this zone far behind, and it should be continue moving down. Because this candle just tapped in this zone and rejected, came down, and these candles are creating kind of lower highs and lower lows. So this candle should be breaking this lows over here, and should be a big candle of about 4 or 5 pips, and in that way it should be start to go down. But if that doesn't happen, then we are also ready with the mindset of managing our risk properly. So in both the cases we are good. First half of this trade was closed in 4 pips. Stops was around 11 pips. So saved around 7 pips out of that trade. Okay, it's getting some volume. 3 minutes left. Anytime it can just go down or up now, because now 2 minutes left here for this 5-minute candle to close. So once it starts to move in the last 2 minutes, I think that will be a good move. And the thing is, 11 minutes left here for the 30-minute candle to close. It's rejecting this area over here, but it's going down, so look, it should not go up, but as this is just okay, so this candle just retested this area, this trend line over here, and this is going down. Yeah, this should go down, I think, but it's not going down because of this support over here. I think this is a strong support, that's why. In the last 30 seconds remaining here. While using your EA in news, should we just use trend line or put buy stop, sell stop? Just use the trend lines. Two trend lines. Upper trend line will be buy stop and lower trend line will be sell stop. Okay, so this 5-minute candle has started and 30-minute candle looks good. 15-minute candle here. So now if this 15-minute candle, the current 15-minute candle here, breaks the high of the previous 15-minute candle, then I'm gonna close another half of the trade. Because making profits is something, another thing, and minimizing the losses is totally a different story. So I just want to be very sure about this thing over here. So I think I'll be closing half at around 154.360, which is this area. Alright, so if this 5-minute candle breaks this high over here, then I'm gonna close half of the trade. But I want this candle to reverse back. Gold made a good move. Break the low, came back down. Let's see how could we have just cashed this move. Alright, so GJ is moving up here. Let's see. It's about to break the high. I'm gonna close half once it breaks the high. I have closed another half here. And last position is running now. So I'm gonna close another half here, right here. Because I'm not expecting this candle to move to that area, but if this candle moves to that area, then that means that it may go up. Closed another half at that point. So now if this candle breaks the wicks from the left, I'll be closing full position at that point. Because we have rejections in this area, and this might just be a SL hunting, so it can reverse back down from this point, but I don't know about that. Let's see. Okay, so this just closed below the trend line, just closed below that. So now 4 minutes left here for the 30-minute candle to close. Let's see. So if this candle breaks the previous candle's high, I am gonna close full position at that point. Not full, maybe half. Yeah. It's about to break the high. Closed another half here. And above these wicks, I'll closing full position. I think no, I'll let this trade run. If it hits the stops, then it's good. No problem. But I'll let this trade run. If the 30-minute candle closes bullish, then I'm gonna close everything. So let's see here, how did I manage the risk? Just lost around 5 pips, 4 or 5 pips here in total. So yeah, that's how you should manage your risk. So this candle just broke the low but went up. Look, this candle is also rejecting the area from the left, so this might turn back around and starts to move down from this area. That's why I did not close this trade, because my stop is above this wick, rejection wick over here. And look at this wick over here, it's again rejecting the same area on the trend line. So the idea will be remaining the same, and if this comes back in the range, then I'm gonna execute a sell. But if in case it starts to go up, then it will be going up. This candle is about to close in 1 minute. Guys, are you still there? Because I've accidentally closed the streaming tab. Yeah, better move was on gold. Okay, this candle just closed like this here. Let's see how it looks like. Okay, so look, the 5-minute candle just rejected this area, the same area it was rejecting here. So now it can start to go down, and let's see how this trade will be going, because I think that this should be going down. Well, the gold trade was here when this candle closed bearish and this candle broke the low here or here. There was the trade in gold. 19-20 pips. Yes. So now let's see what's happening here in GJ. This is a resistance support here. There is this resistance at this point. So now here's the thing, if the current candle breaks the high of the previous candle, then I'm gonna close this trade here, left the runner here. I will be closing this. So really small amount here. I took a 40-cent lot on this trade, and this is just a part of it. So but if that doesn't happen and it starts to go down, then that will be good. So we have 1 hour 30 minutes left for the 4-hour candle to close, and this 4-hour candle looks like going bullish, so don't know where it'll be going. But one thing is for sure, that if this candle breaks this high, then there's a very high chance that this might go up. So now I am expecting some moves in gold, and it should be like going down, then should go up and then go down. So this will be the point over here. I'll look forward to execute the trade, because in gold it's coming down from this point, so it should retrace back a little bit and then go down. So we lost around 5 pips in the first trade. So now if this candle breaks the low of the previous candle, or let's see here 15 minutes. So if this 15-minute candle closes back in the trend line right here, let's see here, the trend line is saying, let's join this point. Yeah, so as we can look here, these are the areas where GJ just rejected, and it's still under this trend line over here. Even the 15 minutes, if we talk about, then I think that will make sense when this current 15-minute candle breaks this low over here, and then we can look for sells. But if not, then this can break the high and go up, but there is no range for us to take the trade to the buy side. It's only 8 pips. Yeah, so once it breaks this high, I'm gonna close everything. So this current 5-minute candle is having no wick on the bottom, so this can go straight up because buying pressure is there in this candle. Alright, so at this point I closed everything. So managed my risk really good, and if even if this was not a win for me, but still it was a pretty good trade for me because I managed my risk pretty well. So this broke the high, moved up around 2-3 pips. I think now it can go up finally. Let's see here the 4-hour of GJ. Okay, so the 4-hour candle in GBPJPY is trying to go up above this level over here, and if you see here, then it's respecting the support at this point. So if this candle closes above this support area, then there's a very high chance that GJ will start to go up to this level. So this candle also break the trend line. 6 minutes left. So if we talk about buys in GJ, then it should be, let's see where we can buy GBPJPY. I think it should be above this area, 154.829. This should be the area where we can buy GJ. We have around 25-26 pips of range, so we should wait for more clarity now, because now two things can happen here. Number one is this 4-hour candle can reject this area and close below this area. If this candle closes below this area, then there is no point of taking buys, right? And if this candle closes above this area, then there is no point of thinking about sells. So that's the thing over here with GBPJPY. Let's see. Your risk management is strong. Yes, because the thing is, you cannot always win. Like someday we win 3 trades in a row, someday 2 trades, but some days you also have losing days. So I'm just prepared for that losing days also. So I was about to lose around $45 in the 40-cent lot on my account, and I lost around $22. So huge difference. Can you review my losing trade that I took on Asian session? What could I have done for better trade? Okay, let me just check this out. Okay, so you took an impulse entry after the break of previous 15-minute candle. Sorry. So it looks like you took the trade when this candle breaks this low, and you took the trade here, right here. Okay, so stop loss at current 15-minute candle's high. This candle's high was your stop loss. Alright, came down at 14 pips, but I couldn't secure. So why you was not able to secure those pips? Because the thing is, what you can do is when let me just show you. When your trade came down at this point, if you can say that the volume was really high, the speed was really fast, but what you could have done is, when it starts to retrace back up and came back to your entry point, you could have secured 50% here at this point. So if you have took around let's say 1 lot, then 50-cent lot you could have just took off from the trade. So now your risk becomes half, right? And so now at this point you could have just done that to risk of 50% from the trade, and you could have gone to smaller time frames. Let's see what the smaller time frame. In the smaller time frame, what you could have done. Let's see here. Okay, gold, Asian session. At this point, I think this was the point you took the trade. Let's see. This big candle, then this, okay. Yeah, I see the point here. You took your trade at this point when this candle broke the low. So let's see here in 5 minutes. This is around, you took your trade around, let's see here again at this point. This was around 6:15 candle. Let's go to the 5 minutes. 6:15. Okay, so let's say you just took a trade around this level over here and you secured 50% at break even at zero, no loss no profit. So now you have 50% risk, right? So your stops, you are saying that your stops were at stop loss at 15 minutes candle high. Let's say your stops are at, what's this price over here? Minutes high. Let's say you have your stops at this level over here, right? So when you have your stops around this level and you are seeing that this candle closed bullish, this candle closed bullish, you secured 50% at break even, right? About this point you secured 50% here, right? And you could have secured another 50% when this 5-minute candle broke this high over here, because as you can see that here continuously candles are breaking high of the previous candles, right? This candle closed bullish, this can break this high over here, this candle's high, and this candle is breaking this high. That means that bullish momentum is coming. So you could have secured another 50% at this point, and you can just let the rest run to hit your stop loss. So in this way you could have just managed to risk off extremely good positions from the trade, and you could have just lost way less than you lost in reality. So this is how you could have just managed your risk, because in gold, if we talk about gold, then sometimes it just becomes really difficult to manage the risk in gold. It becomes really difficult because of these big stop loss and big candles and big pip value. So that just make gold really difficult to trade. So this is how you can just manage your risk, by going into smaller time frames and see breaking the highs and formation of the trend. Oh, look at the GJ here. GJ just went up 10 pips. This was a pretty easy trade here, but because of the bias I did not took this trade. I could have just secured 10 pips. Now the opportunity is gone. Now the opportunity is gone in GJ, and let's see here. Okay, 4-hour candle, just why it's moving so fast? No problem, you're welcome. Is there some news coming up? Let's see. Euro news just came. Interest decision. Euro. Okay. Let's see. Guys, do not copy this trade. This is something else. I'm testing something. So This could be a pretty good trade here. 10-11 pips, and stops could be 7.2 pips. Now it should be, I don't know, it can just go up or reject the area, because while looking at the 4 hour here, it just looks like that it's now respecting this support over here and creating this as a fake out, and still have 1 hour left to close. So maybe it can just go straight up. And daily candle is also rejecting the area from the left. So maybe this can be a, what you say, retracement. Yeah, that can also be the case, because look, from the left, rejection has been made multiple times at this point. So if I just take my 4 hour from here to this point, I think this makes more sense now. Yeah, now the areas are matching basically. Yes, this can be a retracement also. Yes. So now it totally depends on where this candle will be closing, and this, if this candle will be closing above this trend line over here, then there's a very high chance that this might go up. Look how beautifully these trend lines always works. You know, you you all should just apply using trend lines in your strategies. The reason why, because it helps you to, you know, keep your stop loss on the exact good prices, and you can just manage your trade well by using the trend lines. Because look, now I did not took this trade because this could be a counter trend trade opposite to the trend, and I always want to trade with the trend. So that's the reason I did not took this trade. Otherwise, I was having this range of about 14 pips, and this could be a pretty good trade. The reason was only the counter trend was there. So now I am expecting the price to reject the area and come down to test the low again. So by using this trend line, I get a more clear picture. I had this resistance on the top, support on the bottom, this candle closed bullish, and this candle closed outside the trend line, and it just took this support over here, which we call the liquidity wick, from the trend line, and it just pushed away. So that's why it's really good to use trend lines. USD news affected to GBPJPY. Yes, USD news affects almost on every currency, but it depends on which currency is that, because not all the currencies affect so much with USD news. But yes, on GBPJPY it does make effect. So now gold here. Gold is about to break the low, but if we take a trade here at this point, stops will be around 24 pips. It's pretty big stops. 15 minutes, let's see. Nah, I don't think that I will be trading gold with big stops. I want to trade gold with small stops. So maybe I will wait for 5-minute candle to close below this area and then I'll look for entry. Look, GJ is now struggling here. It's just struggling here. USD news will be coming in 36 minutes. And let's open this terminal news trader. So guys, sorry. So I'm gonna trade the news at this account. This is a very small account and I use this account to trade the news. I always put some dollars in this account, like $20-30, and I trade that with full margin. So I'm gonna trade this account here in the news. I have leverage of 1:500 in this account, and as you can see here, news trader EA is already activated, and my stop loss in news trader EA is 8 pips. Take profit is 100 pips. Break even point 6 pips, and trade size is around 10 cent. Max spread, this will I will be changing this to around 5 pips, because at the time of news it can go up to 5 pips. And this is what slippage will be around 5 pips. Should be 5 pips, it's okay. So yeah, I think ready. Yeah. So what now is, before the news will be coming in 36 minutes, right? So before the news comes, I'll be using this in GBPUSD, because GBPUSD is more reliable than gold, because in gold half of the times it just does not open any trade because of the slippage and spread increase. So what I'm gonna do is I will just drop a trend line like here. This will be my buy stop, and trend line one here, sell stop. And before the news comes, like when there will be around 1 minute left only, I'll just switch on this auto trader, right? So this is how I'll be trading the news. Hello Brandon, good morning. Oh, so gold 5 minute just closed below this area. This 5 minute is creating upper wick, and I think I will be taking this trade here in gold. But in 30 minutes news will be coming. 30-minute candle is having 2 minutes left. No, I will not take this trade. I'll not take this trade. Come on GJ, we were expecting something from you. So look, this candle is about to close. Now we have something else also, this trend line. So to go down, GJ needs to cross this trend line below. $30-minute candle in gold is about to close in 1 minute. Oh, in the last 1 minute it just made its move, direct 6 pips. And it just break the low over here. Damn. Let's see. So in the 15 minutes, if we talk about 15 minutes, damn, this candle is moving. 15 seconds remaining. So let's see what's on the left. Yeah, on the left we have this clean range. Oh shit. Damn. This was over 14 pips, again missed. Gold is gold. Why the hell it's moving like this? No news has just came right now, and look, it just went around 25 pips. Let's see how it looks like in 30 minutes. Damn, 30 minutes. There was no time to take this trade. But the thing is, it just break the low and came back so far in the first few not even first minute. It just came down first few seconds. So there is a very high chance that gold might reject this area and starts to go up suddenly. Oh, it just went down 28 pips, and from the point we were looking to trade was this point. From this point it went around 36 pips. So now we need to wait for a pullback and then go down. Let's see here, GJ. Now 4-hour candle is having 1 hour left to close, and GBPJPY just closed at the zone. Let's see where it will be moving. It just rejected this area, which was matching from the left with this candle. So because this was a rejection area from the left, and this was again a rejection area, so this candle rejected this area. This candle tries to go up, but I don't think it will be going up. Man, gold. $41 pips. Okay, so we have entered NY Open right now, and should be there should be some volume. News is about to come in 26 minutes. There's some GBP speech over here in 1 minute. And now look at this rejection. Gold just came here to the exact point from the left, and there's a very high chance that gold might reject this area because it has rejected this area earlier and just starts to go up. GJ is approaching to this level from the left, and it might reject this level and starts to go down. That means this might be some sort of retracement. So now for the confirmations, we need bearish candles. Yeah, GJ is moving up. It can go down also. So I think we don't need this trend line, we don't need this one. This one is good, this one is good, this one also. Yeah. So anybody just won any trade today? If yes, then please send us a chart and I'll just see that trade. So now we have 23 minutes here. So we have CPI, initial jobless claims. So really big news is today. I'll just back in a minute. So yeah, I'm back. Okay. Okay, so gold will create some sort of resistance at this point and will come down from the resistance. But the news is there, so cannot take any trade in gold now. There was a chance in gold around this area, but as usual, I just missed that thing. But I'll keep an eye on GJ because GJ can give us something. GJ. Oh, look at this rejection in gold. Damn, the gold can do anything. Gold can just do anything. It just doesn't follow any rule. It don't have anything, any, any rules. So it just can do anything. So let's see where the GJ is going now. Okay. So if we draw a trend line from this point to this point, so this will be a fake out if this candle closes above in GBPJPY. That means that there's a very high chance that we are gonna go to this point. gold is entering again this zone. This will be a fake out move then. Let's see where the gold can go in 4 hour. News is about to come in 14 minutes. And I think gold can drop. So if gold will be dropping, then news will be coming good. And let's see the numbers here. Initial jobless claims expected is 370. Yeah, they are expecting good news. Let's see. Which platform do you use, MT4 or MP5? I use both. For my EA, this EA is over here. I use MT5. This is automatic running account over here. It was opened at $862 and now it's around this. This traded by EA. And manual accounts are on MT4. So I use both the accounts. These three terminals are MT5. All three accounts, different accounts are running, and all these accounts are same and all on MT4. Okay, gold is making its move now. I think news is affecting it. So let's see, 10 minutes left here. So let's get ready with the news trader. I think in GBP USD, if we talk about buy stops, then this should be the point. And if we talk about sell stops, then this should be the point. I just want to check if this is working or 0.01 lot trade size. Okay, let me just remove one trend line and let's just take this down. 1 minute. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's working. It's working. Where is that trade? Oh, I made profit. Yeah. So let's go to the 15 minutes again and I'll just adjust the lot size. I am expecting the market to boost up when this level will be broken, and I'm expecting the market to boost down when this level will be broken. So I'll turn on this expert before the news, before 1 minute. Okay, GBPJPY tapped into this area from the left. Yeah. GJ just went between the moving averages, and if it wants to go down, then this will be the point. It will be waking up and made a wake up and starts to go down. But if GJ just goes above these averages, then we should be looking for buys above this area. Let's just draw this zone over here. So if I make $30 in GBP USD, that will be 100%, almost 100% for this account. I am really not a news trader, so I just use small money for this to just play out these things over here. We have 6 minutes left for GBPJPY to close. Let's just check the spread here. Gold spread is around 2.5 pips, and GBP USD 1.82 pips. Okay, let's just do one thing here. Let's just drop the gold. I'll trade the gold also today. Let's see how it goes. Lot size should be 0.0. Let's make it to 1. 10-cent lot. Stop loss should be 8 pips. Yeah. Break even after 4 pips. Let's make it 5. Spread, max spread should be around 4 pips. Let's do it. Yeah, 4 pips is good. Slippage should be not more than 4 pips. So yeah, I'm expecting gold to drop below this area, and buy stops will be above this area over here. So if gold doesn't gets activated because of slippage or the spread increase, then I'll having GBP USD which is still there intact. So let's see if I can make some money here. And guys, just remember one thing, this amount here I can, I can afford to lose this amount. So this is not big for me. So just use a separate account for the news trading. So even if today this amount is lost, then there is no problem. So 3 minutes left for the news. Let's get ready. I'll turn this auto trader on before the news. Break even is 6. Let's make it 4. And guys, just make sure that you just remove the trend lines once the news comes in. Just remove the trend lines when your trades just get activated. So when there is only 1 minute left, I'll just turn this on. I think countdown has been started. Yeah, 55 seconds remaining. Sometimes before few seconds, gold makes some dirty moves, like it come down and go up, something like this. So just make sure you don't get strapped into that thing. Twenty seconds remaining. 15 seconds. Alright, news trader has been turned on. Let's see. Now I don't know what will happen. Let's see. News just came in. Look, the spread was really high, so it did not activated my trade. I just lost. Look at this thing. GU tried here but lost around 8 pips. Still, buy stop is there. And in gold, there is also this thing over here. So I'll just keep my buy stop at this point. Look, in gold it did not open any trade because the spread got high, so it saved me from that. And in GU it just went down lit about 3-4 pips and went up again. So I just lost 8 pips, not more than that, because that was on my stop loss. So let's see here in gold if it goes down or not. why in gold it's not taking trade? Oh, I understand now. I'm just removing everything here from GU, and I think there is nothing on the news because we were expecting some big candles to form, so nothing in gold also. GBP JPY is moving up. So this is how this news trader works. Look, I did not lost more than 8 pips because 8 pips was my stop loss in for GBP USD. So it always saves me from slippage and spread increase. If the market just gone to one side, then it would have just saved me. Let's see what the numbers came in. Okay, it came out to be better, so gold will be moving down. GBP JPY is moving all the way up. Gold move up 5 minute. Oh, gold just went up. So I want this candle to close above this area, and in the next candle, if the next candle breaks this high, then I can take a buy trade. But if this candle straight away goes up to this level, then there is nothing I can do. Even though with this candle broke the high over here, let's see here. Daily candle just reversed back in GJ. That means GJ is now coming to the buying bias. So if this candle closes above this range, then there's a very high chance that GBPJPY can go up. Look at this move in gold here. GJ just went up from here till here. It's 60 pips. So that's it, guys. I think moves has been done today, and let's not force the trades now, because look at this move over here. This should be our trade. This should be our trade. Here down there, this should be our trade. But also the bias was sells. There was nothing which was showing us that it will be going up. So at the last minute it just changed its directions, and right now there is nothing for us because it's moving away in a single candle. So even though this 15-minute candle close here, then also we cannot do anything because this candle is up far away up from this level over here. So now we need some retracement and then move up. So that's what I'll be looking for, but I don't think that anything is there now in the market. So take care, everybody, and thank you for being online. So let's meet tomorrow, and let's hope to catch some trades early and not to miss any trades. So yeah, thank you guys, take care, enjoy the day.